Well, NEWway, for its second year, has been very impressive for me. 8 different churches involved, around 200 volunteers from those 8 churches that have helped looked after the people who've stayed in the shelter. 73 people in total through the course of the 4 months, of whom 25 have been able to move on to more settled accommodation. It's a really fantastic initiative, very impressive to see so many people involved, and it's a great shame that it's necessary, but it's increasingly necessary. It's going to be more necessary again, I think, next year, and I'm very much hoping that NEWway is going to be able to offer again a very warm welcome and a growing range of kinds of support to the people who stay with it next year.
I was living in a flat in Forest Gate, and my landlord kicked me out and made me homeless, and I was living in parks, on benches, on the streets, in doorways, in the freezing cold, and it's been great that I found a shelter to stay in.
I became homeless due to arrears, not rent but just water rights, and they classed that as part of the rent. I never knew nothing about it. I assumed the rent was being paid through my benefits, and obviously water rates wasn't included because I had paid so much and I didn't know nothing about it, so I never paid it for about 5 years. Gave me a debt of £2,000, just over, and obviously they took me to court and they won the court case, the council, and that's where I came evicted.
I came back to UK in November last year after being out for about 4 or 5 years. And when I came, apparently I lost my accommodation, and I went to job centre, and I was referred to NEWway Project, whereby I was put on a shelter.
So I've been able lately to have a roof over me at night time, especially, and they've helped me quite a lot. There's some things that if you've got any questions, if they can answer, they can answer it. If they can't answer the questions, they will refer you to someone who can, and that way you get more help as well.
Which of course I find very interesting and nice, contrary to what I've been told about it. But nevertheless, nice people, nice team, they provided dinner, sometimes breakfast, and we had good, I met quite a number of people, which is quite interesting. And also they assisted me in moving on into getting an hostel with another organization called Just Homes, which where I am at the moment, and I think they'll be very, very helpful in assisting me in getting accommodation.
It's nice to know that when you come off the street, you've got somewhere nice and warm. There's also a hot meal waiting for you, and also when you wake up in the morning, you've got a nice hot warm breakfast before obviously you hit the street again until the same time, roughly the following night.
It's been an amazing journey for me. It's been something that's been very very personal to me as well, because I have been homeless myself. So it's obviously something very personal to me, and it's something I really, really wanted to get involved in, and I was so happy when the church said that they were going to do this.
I helped some of them fill in some forms and things like that when they were trying to get jobs, to help them fill them in properly, and that sort of thing.
God has been ever faithful, ever present through the night shelter, and we've been able to help over 25 of our guests find a more permanent form of accommodation once their stay in the night shelter has ended.
And I can share my experience with them because I've been there, and obviously try and motivate them and inspire them and help them to know that, there's always a possibility.
Volunteering with the night shelter for the last couple of months. I think it's a really worthwhile project, and I've really enjoyed being part of it.
It was giving people a purpose, and a sense of belonging, which is what community is all about, and sadly lacking in these days, and much needed, I think, by people. So we're delivering that here at NEWway, and it's been very successful.
Our volunteers with the shelter this year have been absolutely fantastic. The night shelter really couldn't run without the servant hearts, the generosity of the volunteers who come out night upon night, week upon week.
Homeless people come here, get a hot meal, they get company with volunteers who are interested in talking to them.
I really love all the volunteers, and the guests are really awesome as well. It kind of feels, I mean, I've only been here a little while, but it feels a bit like a family already to me. So I'm really enjoying just, you know, getting to know people and talking to them and getting to know a little bit more about their story.
And it's more than just putting a roof over their head and putting some food in their belly. It's about building relationship. It's about becoming a friend, giving encouragement and support, and just to show them that they are loved. They live in a world where they're out on the street, and you can never know how desperate and devastating that is.
And they also get a warm bed for the night. And I think it's a great opportunity for volunteers like myself to try and connect with people who are often excluded from society and kept on the margins. It would be great if more churches could get involved. It's such a worthwhile project.
From a church leader's perspective, particularly in a place like NEWham, we are always discerning how to respond to the needs of our area. Particularly this year, we have had a fantastic time in opening up the night shelter again through NEWway. We've seen some growth, not just in maturity and joy, but a growth in togetherness, particularly with our volunteers, an opportunity for us to respond to the blessing that we've received from God and share that blessing with others.
It's a sense of family, a sense of community, and that's what we do. And it works, it works.
This year has been a fantastic time, not just for our volunteers, but also our guests, as they come to receive the warmth and the security and the love of the volunteers, of other leaders across NEWham. NEWway has again been good news to the homeless in NEWham. It's been fantastic from a church leader's perspective, from us at Ascension, to be part of that good news.
Off the back of the night shelter last year, we recognised that there was a need for more daytime provision and services right here in NEWham for homeless and vulnerably housed people. So we've therefore launched a project which we've called the Purpose and Belonging Project over in East Ham for 3 mornings a week.
You know, I've heard quite a few comments over the couple of months of NEWway where people have said, you know, thank God this project has changed my life.